Hello students, today we are going to discuss basic concept of organic chemistry in which how to name the organic compound according to IUPAC name of organic compounds. First, to write the IUPAC name of organic compound, three parts are very important. What are the parts? See, first prefix and root word and suffix. These are the three important parts. I'm going to explain what is root word, what is prefix, what is suffix. Root word is nothing but the number of carbon atoms in the longest continuous chain in the molecule. For example, see, so I count this carbon. This is one organic compound. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. So this is the longest chain. In that, how many carbons are present? 4 carbon presents. So that is taken as root word. This is a root word. Next, I'll come to the prefix. What is prefix? The group attached to the main chain which is placed before the root word. For example, see, this is the longest continuous chain, 4 carbons are present. This is taken as root word. Suppose if I put any substituent in the second carbon, for example, here second carbon contains chlorine. This is called as substituents which comes before the root word. This is called as prefix. It means 2-chloro. Second carbon contains chloro, 2-chloro. This is a prefix. Next, what is suffix? Some functional group which is present at the organic compound, that is called as suffix. For example, the same 4 carbon, I take it. Here, OH. OH is alcohol, that you know. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Or you start from here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here the first carbon contains, when you start from right hand side, that is first carbon. When you start from left hand side, that is fourth carbon. So which is least? So the first carbon is least, so you consider that. So first carbon contains OH, that is alcohol. So this comes as a suffix. So the root word is nothing but the longest continuous chain of carbon. Then prefix, whatever the substituent is called as prefix. It means branches, is prefix. Then the functional group is called as suffix. Now, how to find the root word? Depends upon the number of carbon. They are classified as, see, the root words are, if 1 carbon comes, that is meth. 2 carbon comes eth. 3 comes prop, then 4 comes but, 5 pent, till 12 you have to learn. Dodec. Dodec is nothing but 12. 10 is dec, undec 11th, and dodec is 12th. So suppose if there is 4 carbon. So what is 4 carbon? But. So the name is but. The root word is but. Next, how to write the suffix word? There are 2 types of suffix. One is primary suffix and the secondary suffix. So first you find the longest continuous chain of carbon, and that is taken as root word. Suppose there are 4 carbon. So the root word is root word for the 4 carbon is but. You take but. Then you come to the suffix word. Suffix word, there are 2 types of suffix word. One is primary suffix, then is secondary suffix. What is primary suffix? So you should write first primary suffix and then secondary suffix. First you should know which is primary suffix, which is secondary suffix. Primary suffix is nothing but if the carbon-carbon, all the bonds are single bond, that is primary suffix is ane. If double bond, ene. If triple bond, ine. So if the single bond comes, see, if carbon-carbon single bond, all are carbon-carbon single bond, for example, here 4 carbon. So what is the root word for 4 carbon? But. Next, if all are single bond, if carbon-carbon single bond comes, that is ane. This is for single bond. This is a primary suffix. Then if double bond comes, that is ene. If triple bond comes, that is ine. Triple bond comes, that is ine. Okay. Now this is all are single bond, so what's the suffix word? That is ane. So butane. This is a primary suffix. So saturated or unsaturated carbon. It denotes saturation and unsaturation of organic compounds. It's added immediately after the root word. So here the root word is for 4 carbon but. Immediately add the saturation or unsaturation. What is meaning of saturation and unsaturation? Saturation is nothing but If all the carbon-carbon are single bond is called as saturation. If any one of carbon-carbon bond is either double or triple bond is called as unsaturation. If more than the single bond comes, that is unsaturation. If all are single bond is called as saturation. So if it is saturated, it means all carbon-carbon single bond are called, suffix word is ane. So that you write immediately after the root word. So the root word for 4 carbon is meth. Then next suffix word is for single bond ane. So methane. Now what is the secondary suffix? So secondary suffix is nothing but the functional groups are called secondary suffix. For example, here 4 carbon, CH3, CH2, 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 OH. Here first you count the root, first you find the root word 1, 2, 3, 4. So here the root word, the carbon 4 carbon root word is but. First you write but. Next you have to come the suffix. There are two suffix, primary and secondary suffix. Primary suffix is nothing but either saturation or unsaturation. First you should find whether it is saturation or unsaturation. Saturation means all are single bond. So for that the suffix word is ane. So immediately you write the suffix word after the root word. So butane. Next, this functional group is also suffix, but it is a secondary suffix. So functional group is secondary suffix. Both single bond, double bond also suffix, and the functional group also suffix. So there are two suffix present. That's why this is one is primary suffix and secondary suffix. Primary suffix is nothing but single or double bond or triple bond. Secondary suffix is nothing but functional group. Here the functional group is alcohol. So the functional group alcohol, the suffix word is, if alcohol comes, the suffix word is OL. So now butane, you cut off this E and write OL. So the correct name is butanol. So this is a, here first you write root word plus primary suffix and secondary suffix. Here the root word is nothing but longest continuous carbon chain. Here the 4 carbon, that is but. Then suffix, there are two suffix, primary and secondary suffix. First you should write primary suffix after the root word. So how to find primary suffix? Primary suffix is nothing but either single bond or double bond, either saturated or unsaturated. If it is saturated, the suffix word is ane. It means all the carbon-carbon are single bond. If it is unsaturated, if any one of the place or one or more places, either double or triple bond present, that is double bond present ene, triple bond present ine. So first you write that. So here according to the rule, the formula CH3, CH2, CH2, CH2OH, there are longest continuous carbon chain is 4. So the suffix, the root word is but. And then the suffix word, first primary suffix is, first you check whether it is single or double bond present, all are single bond, so for that ane. So butane. Next you will come to the secondary suffix. What is secondary suffix? If any functional group is present in the longest continuous chain, that is called as secondary suffix. Here the alcohol present in the secondary suffix. So the alcohol comes, that suffix word is OL. Like that, whatever so many functional groups are present, depends upon the functional group, the suffix word is written. Okay, first here for the alcohol suffix word is OL. So but root word, the primary suffix ane because single bond, the secondary suffix OL because of alcohol. So when you add all this butane, so you cut off the E from the primary suffix and then add OL, so butanol. So this is a method to write IUPAC name of organic compound. Next, how to find, so secondary suffix is given, you see, it is used to denote the nature of the functional group present in the organic compound. So it is added to the primary suffix. I told you, but, this is a butane, this is a primary suffix. Here but is root word, the ane is primary suffix, that is single bond. By removing its terminal E, so you remove the E, I cut it E. Secondary suffix name for some functional group is given. Just now we saw the example, that is alcohol, for that OL, so the correct name is butanol. So I will give you suffix name for some functional group. If it is alcohol, OH, that is all. butanol, pentanol, propanol. For aldehyde, CHO. This is aldehyde functional group. If it comes, that is al. Suppose if 4 carbons and aldehyde comes, that is butanol or propanol, whatever it may be. Then ketone. So this is a suffix name for particular functional groups. If CO, this is a functional group for ketone. Now it comes one. Suppose 3 carbon, if it presents CO, that is ketone group presence, is called as propanone. Next, acid, carboxylic acid, that is COOH. If it comes, that is oic acid. For example, 3 carbon and one of the functional group is COOH, so propanoic acid, oic acid. So alcohol comes OL, and then aldehyde comes Al, ketone comes ON, and acid comes oic acid, like that. So many functional groups we'll see later. Now, how to find prefix? What is prefix? You know that is what is root word, you know suffix. Suffix, there are 2 suffix. One suffix is nothing but whether it is saturated or unsaturated, either double or triple or single bond. Based on that, the prefix, primary suffix will come. Next, secondary suffix depends upon the functional group. Now, what is prefix? If any branches present in the longest continuous carbon chain, that comes to the prefix. See? Substituents, that is called as, if any branch is present, that is called as substituents. Substituents that are attached to the parent carbon chain. For example, you see, here the second carbon contain chlorine. Here this is how many carbon? Totally 1, 2, 3 carbon. Otherwise you start from here 1, 2, 3 carbon. So whatever it may be, 3 carbon. The longest contains 3 carbon. What is the root word? That is prop. So root word is prop. Now, so here all are single bond. So propane. So propane. So first you check first you write the suffix word and finally you come to the prefix word. Here the functional group is alcohol, so you cut it E, instead of that add propanol. So this is propanol, so I wrote root word and primary suffix, secondary suffix. Now I will come to the prefix. Here this second carbon contains chlorine as a substituents. So that is called as prefix. So here the prefix is chloro. So I write it chloro. So this is chloropropanol, but you should mention the position of the substituents. Here I start from here, this is 1, this is 2nd, this is 3. So the chlorine present at the second carbon, that's why this is called as 2-chloropropanol. So this is a prefix. Here, so any substituents present in the longest chain as a branch, comes as a prefix. So here the chlorine is a branch at the second carbon, so that's why this comes as a prefix, so 2-chloropropanol. So the names for some common substituents are listed below. Okay. Suppose there are 2 functional group comes. So if there are 2 functional group comes, one of the functional group taken as substituents, that comes as prefix. The another functional group comes as a suffix. So if there are 2 functional group comes, one of the functional group comes as prefix, the another functional group comes as suffix. How to find? Which writes prefix, the other one comes suffix. See, for that one order is given. So this is the order. See, carboxylic acid, this priority. For this priority, carboxylic acid first priority, sulfonic acid second priority, anhydrous third priority, ester fourth priority, then acid halide fifth, all the acids first. Carboxylic acid, sulfonic acid, this also acid anhydride, ester also one of the acid halide, then base amide, cyanide, and isocyanide, then aldehyde, then ketone, then alcohol, then double or triple bond. Okay, see, suppose if I take one example, CH3, CH, OH, CH2, CHO. Here you see in this case, this aldehyde is one of the functional group and alcohol also another functional group. here the two functional group presents. So for that, first you have to find which comes as prefix, which comes as suffix. Out of two functional group, one taken as prefix, the other taken as suffix. Here you see the order. That's why you have to by heart this order. Here the aldehyde is a 9th position and alcohol is a 11th position. So according to this priority order, aldehyde is the first. It comes first, then alcohol comes second. So that's why here the aldehyde gives a priority. So that comes as suffix, then alcohol comes as prefix. You see that? I'll start from here. So which gives a priority? Aldehyde. So you start from there. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 carbon. So first you should find the root word. 4 carbon, the root word is but. I write it that first. But. Then all are single bond. That's why butane. Next I told you here we have to give the preference for aldehyde because aldehyde 9th position, alcohol 11th position. So we have to give the priority for aldehyde. So aldehyde comes, what is the suffix word? Al. You strike out the E and write Al. So the name is butanol. I told you, this taken as prefix. Now alcohol, if it comes as suffix, what is the word? Ol. All. But if the same functional group, if sometime it comes as prefix, the name, you have to change the name. If the alcohol comes as suffix OL, if the same alcohol comes as prefix, that is hydroxy. Don't forget this. Okay, now the alcohol percentage start from the same place, 1, 2, 3. Third place alcohol present, that's why 3, you have to mention the position 3. I told you if comes as prefix, alcohol comes as prefix hydroxy. So 3-hydroxy butanol. So this is the name for particular compound. So once I tell you, if 2 or more substituent comes, one is taken as suffix, the other one taken as prefix. So according to the priority, you have to give the which one is prefix, which one is suffix. Here, which is more priority, that taken as suffix, which is less priority, which taken as prefix. So for every functional group, when it comes as a suffix, there is one particular word. When it comes as a prefix, the word is changed. For example, alcohol, if it comes as a suffix, that is OL. If it comes as a prefix, that is hydroxy. Now third point, if the functional groups are not part of the parent chain, they are considered as substituents. Now in such cases, its prefix name is added before the root word. Just now I explained you. Now you see, some rules for to write the organic compounds. See, choose the longest carbon chain. That is taken as root word. For example, I will tell you, see. Okay. So first, here I am going to take root word. For this compound, I am going to take the root word. So I start from here. See, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5. So when I start from here, I make it straight line, it is only 5 carbon present. Now I start from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. When I come to through this way, that is 7. Now I start from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Suppose if one more carbon present. 8. So I arrange it in 3 ways. First way I will get 6 carbon. First way, if I write like this, 6 carbon. If one more way I will get 7 carbon. Suppose if I write another way I will get 8 carbon. Out of these 3 ways, which contains longest chain of carbon, that is 8. So that is taken as a root word. So first you have to find which is longest chain. First you have to find which is longest chain. That considered as a root word. Next, numbering of the longest carbon chain. So this is the way to numbering of the longest carbon chain. Then naming of the substituents. So first you have to find the substituents. So I told you if the 2 functional group comes, you have to find which comes as prefix, which comes as suffix. If 2 functional group comes, you should find which comes as prefix, which comes as suffix according to the priority. That priority you have to by heart. Next, Suppose if the two substituent comes, one chlorine comes, one bromine comes. Example, you see, if I take 4 carbon or 5 carbon, 1, 2, 3, 5 carbon, here chlorine, here bromine. Here you see, here two substituents, one is chlorine, other one is bromine. So, if like that more than one substituent comes, you have to arrange according to alphabetical order. See here the chlorine start with C, the bromine start with B. So according to alphabetical order, bromine comes first. So when you start from here, this is 2, this is 3. So 3 bromo, 2 chloro. Next, if more than, I told you, if more than one functional group comes, one considered as prefix, the other one considered suffix, substituent. That is, that written as prefix, that written as prefix. The other one is written in the suffix word. Now, for some examples are given. If the alcohol comes, if it comes as prefix, that name is hydroxy. If it comes suffix, OL. Like that, aldehyde comes, suffix word you know, al, but the prefix word is formyl. Prefix word is formyl. Then amine comes, suffix word is amino, the prefix word is amine. Then cyanide comes, the prefix word is cyano, the suffix word is nitrile. Then ketone comes, the prefix word is oxo, the suffix word is one. So this prefix and suffix word you have to by heart. Then only you can write IUPAC name if more than one functional group comes. And then period also you should by heart. Next. If some functional groups are minor functional groups, what are the minor functional groups? See, halogen, all the halogen, chlorine, bromine, iodine, nitro, and nitroso, and azo. Considered as substituents and not functional group for nomenclature. Even though it is functional group, but when you write the name, you should not consider as functional group. This is the substituent. So it comes in the prefix, not at the suffix. For example, I'll give you, say, CH3, CH2, CH2, Cl. So whatever is given, first you find the root word. So how many carbon? 1, 2, 3. What's the root word? 3, prop. I write it prop. Now all are single bond, so propane. Now this halogen is one of the functional group. Chlorine also one of the functional group, but this is minor functional group. Minor functional group comes, even though it is functional group, but you consider as substituents. You consider as substituents, so that's why you taken as prefix. So the prefix, this is chloro. So in first carbon chloro, so 1 chloropropane. So these are the minor functional. Example one more, CH3, CH2, 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 NO2. Here NO2 is also functional group. So if only one functional group comes, what is the rule? That comes as a suffix word. But some functional group is called as minor functional group. That functional group comes, that considered as prefix. See, here first you count the carbon. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 comes bute, okay, bute. Then all are single bond, so that is ane, butane. Then this is a functional group. This root word, this is primary suffix. Then functional group, any comes, that comes as a secondary suffix. But this NO2 is a minor functional group. This considers substituents. Even though it is functional group, this considers substituents. So that written as prefix, written in prefix. So this prefix is nitro. So first carbon nitro. So 1 nitro butane. This change into small letter. So 1 nitro butane. So these are the minor functional group. Next, the following guidelines for writing IUPAC organic compounds, you see. First, IUPAC names are written as single word. In middle, you should not write in the capital name. First letter start with capital, remaining all are single small letters, and then written a single word. Next, commas are used between two adjacent number or letter symbols, and hyphens are used to separate the numbers and letter symbols. So first two adjacent number. So how the two adjacent number comes, you see. Now between two numbers we should put comma. like that between two letters, how the letter rises? You see, first I take one compound, HCONH2. CONH2. This is one functional group. This name is amide. This functional group name is amide. So this is HCONH2. Here, how many carbon? Only one carbon present. That is a root word. Okay. Root word, only one carbon. What is that? Meth. There is no double bond, only one carbon. There is single bond. So methane. Methane. So now so this root word is meth. The primary suffix is ane because single bond, methane. Then secondary suffix, the functional group is CONH is amide. So the functional group amide comes, strike out the E and write amide. So methanamide. This name is methanamide. Methanamide. Now once I write the same HCON. Instead of these two hydrogen, I add two methyl group, CH3, here one CH3, this one CH3. Here, CH3 is nothing but methyl. So this is one methyl, this is one methyl. Both methyl attach with nitrogen. Both the methyl attach with nitrogen. So that's why that's a considered substituents. That's a prefix, written as prefix. How many methyl? Two methyl. So dimethyl. See, dimethyl. So both methyl attached with nitrogen. Both the methyl attached with nitrogen. So that's why two methyl. Where are they attached? N and N. N comma N. Here both the methyl attached with nitrogen. So you have to mention where it is attached. It attached with the nitrogen. In the previous case, it attached the second carbon, third carbon. That's why 2, 3. But here both attached with the N. So that's why N, N. Here between two letters, so you should put comma. So like this comes, you should put comma. If N, so some methyl group attached the same N or different N. So N, N. Dimethyl methanamide. Next. If structural prefix such as cis, trans are italicized or joined to the name by a hyphen. For example, you know the butene. CH3, CH, CH, CH3. I take this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. What's the root word? But. Okay. Here we have to see the primary suffix. So to see the primary suffix, I told you, first you check whether the carbon, all the bonds are single or some places double bond presence. Here, one place between second and third carbon, there is double bond. So that's why this is unsaturated. So if double bond comes, the primary suffix is ene. So butene. But the double bond present at the second carbon. That's why but 2-ene or 2-butene, whatever it is correct. This is a but 2-ene. Now you see, here I take first second and third carbon. Second and third carbon between double bond present. Okay. Now the carbon always needs 4 bonds. So I write it, remaining 2 bonds, I write like this. Okay. So this second carbon, I take the second carbon, see I take the second carbon, one bond contains CH3, the other bond contains hydrogen. Here also this one bond contains hydrogen, the other bond contains CH3. So CH3H. Once I write this, C double bond C, it needs 4 bonds. Here CH3 on the same side, but here I write CH3 in the opposite side, HH on the opposite side. Just I change these two. Okay. Here the methyl group placed at the same position and the hydrogen placed at the same position. This is called as, this also both are but2-ene, but this is same side placed at the same side, that's why this is called as cis. This is same group diagonally opposite each other. Here same groups are lie on the same side, that is cis. Same groups are diagonally opposite each other, that is trans. Okay. Now, both are butene, but first one is cis-butene, the other one is trans-2-butene or trans-2-butene. Now, I write that trans-2-butene. Now, I will come to the point. You see, the structural prefix cis, trans or italicized or joined to the name by hyphen. So, this, what is the name? 2-butene joined to the name trans-2-butene or trans-butene. Trans-2-butene, whether cis trans comes between cis or trans and the name of the organic compound, between you put hyphen. Now next point, fourth point, structural prefixes such as di, tri, tetra are treated as a part of the basic name and therefore separated by a hyphen. For example, 2-chlorine comes, dichloro. So you di, between di and chloro you put hyphen. For example, trimethyl, 3-methyl substance, trimethyl. Between tri and methyl you put hyphen. So di, tetra are treated as part of the basic name and therefore separated by a hyphen. These prefixes are not taken into account in alphabetizing. So when you arrange the order according to the alphabet order, you should not consider that is di, tri, you should not consider di, tri. Okay. So this is the way to find the arrangement of organic compounds by using IUPAC rule. So we are going to see IUPAC name of the some of the compounds. So first I take this CH3 twice, CH, CH2, CH, CH3, CH, CH3 twice. So I start from here, CH, CH3 twice. So here one CH3 and one more CH3. So this CH contains 2 CH3. Then next CH2. Then next CH. This CH contains one CH3 as branch. Next CH. This CH also 2 CH3 present. CH3 and 1 CH3 as a branch. Now I start from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Total how many carbon? Longest chain. There are 6 carbon present in the longest chain. So what is the root word? That is 6 comes hex. Then first you check whether it contains single, all or single or double bond. So all single bond, what is the primary suffix? Ane. So hexane. Next you will come to the, so you check the organic compound whether it contains functional group or not. So there is no functional group. So that's why no secondary suffix. Now I will come to the prefix. So I can take as the branches. So this methyl one branch, this is another methyl one branch, this is another methyl one branch. Now I start from the right hand side, the second carbon has one methyl, third carbon also on methyl, and fifth carbon also on methyl. So there are 3 methyl present, that's why this trimethyl, it's a prefix word, trimethyl. Where are they present? Second carbon, third carbon, fifth carbon. So 2, 3, 5. So now this is a prefix word, this hex is a root word, and ane is a primary suffix. Add all this, you'll get the name. So 2, 3, 5, trimethyl hexane. So this is the name for particular compound. 2, 3, 5, trimethyl hexane. Next, second. CH3, CHBr is considered as branch. Next, CH. There are 2 CH3. So one is here, the other one is here. Now you start from here. So this is bromo, this chloro. When I start from left, bromine is second. When I start from right, the bromine is third. So bromine gives importance. That's why this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. Now, what is the root word? 4 carbon. That's why but. All are single bond. So primary suffix is ane, butane. Then here second carbon has bromine and third carbon has methyl. So 2 substituents. That's why 2 prefixes comes. So the first second, that is second carbon has bromo. That is one of the prefix. Next, third carbon as methyl, so 3-methyl. Now, how to write according to alphabetic order? This is B, this is M. So, first B comes before M, that's why you write like this. 2-bromo, between number and letter you put hyphen. 2-bromo, and next the letter has to come, so between letter and number also you put hyphen. 3-methyl, and then root word but, and then secondary suffix is in. So 2-bromo, 3-methyl butane. So these are the method to write the IUPAC name by using the given formula. So some more we'll study later. Thank you, students. We'll see in the next class.